cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I broke in the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Championship game. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Brady now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Jones. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the Traders take a look, we'll step aside. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Succop will put this one right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board. Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft. If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now Cooper, slow to get up, staying down after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Play action now. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. After 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race. Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, it's Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we give this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st down, Prescott flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. So we've reached halftime here. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try and run for it without it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Picked off at the 19. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Prescott off play action. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Jarwin.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab.
And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brady going to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Bucs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Brady to throw again. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. William Golston in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This will be caught once again by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Brady again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott here to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll fire this deep for Gallup. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing here, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more.